Yo, that was T Wells repping 757 Hampton Roads, VA. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we laughing. I'm not gonna say why, but I'm starting to like go a little nuts over here. But yo, hit that man T Wells up at Facebook, Twitter. If you got trouble hitting them up for some odd reason, just hit me up at MrFUEGOBEATS@gmail.com. You can hit Egypt up at BigEgypt@MSN.com, and we'll get you in touch with him. If you want to do any, collaborations or anything with him, we could hook it up. Or if you just want to, be a groupie, we could hook that up too.
That works. That works, either way.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking about groupies, we still need these models. All right, amateur. I don't need everybody that thinks they Naomi Campbell and a video vixen and everything. I don't need all that. I just need, if you're professional and want to get down, that's cool. But if you're an amateur and you just got the right, look and everything, and I'm gonna say it right now, I want more like just look at King Magazine, and if that's you, then you down. Nah, I'm joking. Don't have to be that official. I'm just saying, just something that is model worth. You know what I mean? And I haven't heard from nobody but like 3 people, and it was pretty they weren't really I guess
up to par.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And one wanted like so much. She was like, well, this, I need to know that, I need to know this. I'm in magazines now, and I'm like, yo, I mean, okay, you came to me. I just put it out there and you came to me. So it's not like I begged you to, get down with me. So if you got, like, you're fully yourself, don't even bother to hit nothing up. Because I don't like that. But
yeah, well, I mean, you can still send pictures and we'll be the judge, and then we can go from there. As long as you're not on your high horse, you don't really need to be. But anyway.
Yeah. And so also before I go, I wanted to before we get into the subject right here, I wanted to talk about, we all know that Amy Winehouse passed away over the weekend, and it was like, what the hell? It was a shock, but not really a shock to me, because I felt like it was bound to happen.
Yeah, but the thing that shocked me, if anything, was, if I read it correctly, they said that she had just checked out of rehab, like not too long ago,
Yeah.
And then not only does she, go back to using, but she OD. Well, see, that's the thing. They don't even know what the cause of death was. You know what I mean? People are assuming it was drug related, but they still don't know what. I mean, unless you know. Did you read something, or did you find out exactly how she got?
You just assume whenever they say they don't know. If it, usually it's that reason, because usually they could tell. Okay, they had a cardiac arrest, because we knew, like Michael Jackson, we knew he had a cardiac arrest. They weren't sure why though, but they knew that's why he died, because he had cardiac arrest. When it's quiet, like we don't know really. It's to me usually it's something like that. She didn't just choke. I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but like choke on something. You know what I mean? And because they would know that right away. It's something more involved. It could have been an accidental. It didn't necessarily have to be her just, using like that. But I just felt like, when you live a reckless life, it's a matter of time, with in any situation.
Yeah, she was only 27 too, yo.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, damn, she's younger than me. Like, she goes along a long list. Like they were saying, they had a list like, what's her name? I forgot her name now. Anna Nicole Smith. You got Michael Jackson. You got all these people, man. Even that you were young, musicians and stuff, and just went that way. But I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
They talking about Jimi Hendrix was on that list too, wasn't he?
Yeah,
it was like all the people that died at the age of 27.
Yeah, and that's wild, man. That's just the life. I know it's stressful, out there, to live up to everybody's, standards and everything like that. But I don't know. But that was just crazy. It was crazy.
No,
but it was kind of
nothing really. That's all in your head there for you to use to that extent. There's got to be some major underlying issues in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
unfortunate, man.
That's just crazy right there. Um, I'm not laughing at that. This is crazy, yo. Um, but I'm gonna leave that alone so we can get like a little upbeat and find out what the hell is wrong with people in hip hop right now. This girl
no,
V Nasty.
don't even you can't even say people in hip hop because they're not in hip hop. I don't know what the hell they're in, but they're damn sure not in hip hop.
Yo, I honestly think this is. It's almost like this. All right. Before I start, you know, I'm sure everybody heard of this I guess this white mob girl group or whatever. I guess that's what they're called. And the girl V Nasty was trying to drop knowledge on why she uses the N word. Now, of course, everybody's pissed off like, why are you using that? You know what I mean and stuff. And she was like, well, you don't know my life. You don't know that. Yo, what does your life matter? It doesn't. I mean, people get mad when black people use the word. It's not about you knowing your life. That has nothing to do with you using a word. It makes no sense. But they really, like, the whole crew, it looks like, I don't know if y'all ever seen, oh my God, not Malibu's Most Wanted, the other one, a black and white, with Method Man on them. You ever seen that?
No.
It basically, they had a crew. This girl is in everything. She was in this movie Bully. She's in a bunch of movies where she's always like a hoe, and she basically was playing. I think it was it Tom? It wasn't Tom Hanks' son. It was is it Tom Hanks' son? No, it was the dude from American Pie that was beating Stifler's mother. Remember American? Remember?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That dude, and they all was down like they was basically what people like to say, trying to be black or whatever, but they was down. You know, I know, you know, what she was saying is that, you know, the girl V Nasty is that she's not trying to be black when she's saying stuff. You can't try to be a race, and then she threw in, is Obama trying to be white? And I said, well, that has nothing to do with it because Obama doesn't sound, isn't trying. It's not. It's you can be, in my opinion, you can act like a culture of people, not saying a race, like a color. But if I use a slang that only this particular people use, and I always bring out, like Mexicans in LA, they say essay. That's the way they talk. So if I start saying essay, you can say, yo, you trying to be Mexican. You can say that because that's what their slang is. Even if I was, you know, Puerto Rican, Dominican, whatever, and I still use that, that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can say that right there. But just because Obama talks with, you know, articulates, that doesn't mean, yeah.
No, that's not an argument about saying Obama, you know, is trying to act white because it's not about, he's completely confused, yo. It's all about how you were raised and what you've been around your whole life. You know what I mean? If you were raised to talk a certain way, or if you've been around, you know, certain people that talk a certain way, as you're raised, that's how you're going to talk, and that's how you're going to, you know, articulate yourself and communicate with other people, and that's how Obama was raised. He was raised in that type of environment to speak proper, you know, with proper English and enunciate and all that stuff. But we can kind of tell by listening to you that you don't really talk like that. You know what I mean? Like, why are you trying to portray something? It's confusion. It's all, they're confused. They don't know really what they're doing, you know, why they're doing what they're doing. If you ask them, they'll probably throw some BS at you like they did, like she just did, trying to explain herself like, you know, oh, well, you can't say that I'm trying to act black because you know, that's the same thing you're saying Obama is trying to act white. No, it's not the same thing. You're comparing apples to oranges. And the bottom line is they're very confused, and that's all I can really say about that. They're confused. It's almost an identity crisis, to be honest with you.
No, but that's what I'm saying, and they don't I don't think they realize. You can look at it two ways, though. Before I say that, you can look at it like they may be trying to disrespect not only hip hop. They may be trying to disrespect black people. They don't realize that's what they're doing. They're really disrespecting. I mean, forget about the race, but the you talking about hip hop music, and you're not saying nothing. You talking about cooking in the kitchen and dumb stuff right there. That's not like, come on now. You know that, so it's like they're disrespecting it on purpose, and I think I'm starting to think that people like that really realize that this is what they're doing, and just doing it so they can really just disrespect it. It's just crazy. It's like, you know, I don't understand why you know would do that, But just the fact that, you know, she's coming out ignorant and she just sounds ignorant when she talks. Like it's just ignorance. And I could look at her and her crew and look at them and they're wearing costumes. She talking all, if you was watching the video, all this ghetto stuff, and all of a sudden I see somebody painting her lips with a paintbrush, like you would do if you're on the set of some high-class movie. If you're ghetto and from the hood, you ain't doing that. That's not what you're doing. So what are you talking about? You're contradicting yourself. And you know who, I don't know if you've seen, did you used to watch G's and to Gents?
Nah. Well, actually, you know what? That sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
With Farnsworth Bentley, when you would take them.
Okay.
Remember the white dude with the cornrows that was all stupid and ignorant, and he had like different color fronts or something like that. You remember what I'm talking about? I forgot his name.
Vaguely.
He's in her video. He's in her video, and that's what makes me think like, wow. This is what makes me think like, you know, that they're just BSing with this. This is just something that they're doing as a joke, and to me to mess up the game. It just feels like they're trying to do it on purpose. But I just was like, wow, you know, when I heard that.
Honestly, that's not the impression I got. You know, when I saw the videos on YouTube, my impression wasn't, oh, they're trying to, you know, disrespect hip hop or, you know, mess this up or mess that up. My impression was they're just on some dumb stuff. Like, they just like, what are you doing? Like, are you seriously trying to? And the thing that kills me is that people are actually watching these videos. Like, one of our videos had like 1.5 million views. For what? And the thing is, everybody up there, like, all the comments were negative comments. Maybe people were watching it, you know, kind of like what's that dude's name from American Idol that did the Ricky Martin song?
Hung.
Yeah, the Asian dude that did the Ricky Martin She Bangs song.
Yeah.
I mean, he had his 15 minutes of fame for being a horrible singer. You know what I mean? I'm assuming it's the same thing with this, because I don't understand how so many people can be interested in something like this. I'm telling you, like, and that's just one of her videos. Like, other videos have like 400,000, 500,000 views. Just for what? What do you know? Unless the only thing I can think of people who actually wanted to watch these videos is just out of pure, just like curiosity as to like, are you serious? Like, are you really trying to put this out right now?
But this is why I think that they really, like, that's what she did it for. Like, I really think that this was the purpose, is to, you know, get out there, and all of a sudden when you get all your fame, now you can go and you could do something else. Be as controversial. You notice it. They knew it was going to be controversial. It's just like if I came out with a swastika on my chest, you know, and I'm, you know, and I'm not white. I'm not white supremacist or nothing. You know, you trying to say you're a black supremacist or something like that. You know it's going to be controversy. You know you're going to get beef if you had a swastika on your chest. I don't care what color you are, but you know for a fact you're going to get beef. So don't complain or nothing about it. But that's why I think that it is their purpose to, you know, they're doing it on purpose for that reason, so they can get, you know, talked about.
It might be, man. It might be. They can have 1 million reasons. Maybe, you know, maybe you're right. Maybe they're doing it just to, you know, so people can, you know, so they can draw attention to themselves. Or they might actually think they're doing something legit. You know, don't, you know, completely cross that out. They might actually think that what they're doing is actually, you know, good music or whatever it is that's going on there. They might actually think people like this, and I don't know. There could be millions. There's different reasons why people do what they do. Who knows? All I know is that they need to stop ASAP.
That's just bad. I don't know. I really don't know. It's terrible. It's just, but yo, right now, you know, we're gonna continue, you know, with the show. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to a track, and then we're gonna be back.
Crossover. Yeah, No, I'm just a kid at heart, and this recording booth here is my candy shop. The music in my ears, lollipops, and so I'm on a sugar rush, and you know I can't stop. This track is my bike, yeah, I ride it well, and hip hop is my school at which I excel. Step up to the stage for my show and tell, and when I'm done with the show, you for sure can tell that I ain't playing house no more. I'm playing mansions, cops and robbers. I hold the cane for ransom. Told them I was sick, so they sent me to the nurse. Then I told them I was fire, now they checking me for burns. Yeah, first team all class, valedictorian ahead of my class. Invincible like I grabbed the saw. Now you bring this record home like good report cards. Yeah, come on, now let's make some noise. You know me, I got delivery like paperboy. Now let me see your hands. Monopoly money is the master plan. Yeah, this is my recess. Oh yeah, this is my recess. Oh yeah, this is my recess. And I ain't going back to class. No. And I ain't going back to class. Nope. Drop the beat now. No, I'm still the kid at heart, and I'm still just a bully. This is my schoolyard. Nerds in the locker, rappers in the lunch pail. I stay hungry, every class is lunch bell. Now I'm a cross-country athlete, rapping circles on this track. Bro, you cannot handle me. On this concrete jungle gym, I play for keeps. Now why all the real rappers playing hide and seek? I'm higher than the monkey bars. Look how well I'm hanging on, generating buzz. I'm light years ahead of y'all. Tell them always pick first and recess. Open the box, the game's missing pieces. My Toys R Us is just a record store, and this track right here is just a metaphor. Chores, I don't know the first thing about it. Tell 'em. Come on, now let's make some noise. You know me, I got delivery like paperboy. Now let me see your hands. Monopoly money is the master plan. Yeah, this is my recess. Oh yeah, this is my recess. Oh yeah, this is my recess. And I ain't going back to class.
Alright, Brian. It's time to lay down a little bit of nerd luck flavor on this track. Chip. I'm fresh picked straight off the farm, strict vegetarian with that nerdy charm. Flow like the Nile, rhyme for miles. I can be well behaved, but every now and then I'm vile. Got a background in music theory, I see clearly. Kill tracks so hard that even Dama fucking fears me. Tangled with my study, dabbled in the paint, creating this MC that you ain't. I play the game like the one in my console. Live so loud that it be tickling your tonsils. Deadly like stage 4 cancer. Never cheat like I don't need your answers. Control Alt D, this is my Space Jam. Commander-in-chief of the Nerd Luck fam. I do what I want, no hold pass. This is my recess, ain't going back to class.
Come on, now let's make some noise. You know me, I got delivery like paperboy. Now let me see your hands. Monopoly money is the master plan. Yeah, this is my recess. Oh yeah, this is my recess. Oh yeah, this is my recess. And I ain't going back to class. And I ain't going back.